we're gonna start talking just a little bit about some rifle basics. So first of all, parts of the rifle, again, I am not going to necessarily ask you to recall these every single day of the season, but you're gonna want to know these parts of the rifle so you can learn choreography a whole lot faster. So first of all, we have the nose and we have the butts, right? Both ends of the rifle. You have your strap right here. We have the neck of the rifle, the thinnest part of the rifle. We have our bolt right here. That's going to be the part that is going to be covered in black tape. We have the barrel of the rifle right here. We have the clip right here. Should have two of these, and you'll have two swivels, which we are going to actually cover with tape to prevent any injuries. So again, clips, swivels, strap, butt, nose, barrel, neck, bolts. So when we're talking about rifle, we're going to start with some of our most basic technique, which is spins. So when we do these spins, we're actually going to stand in parallel first, right? So that's going to be everything completely together, and we're going to squeeze, 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 right? We need to practice that good posture. As somebody who's spinning weapon, you have to have good posture and you have to have strong presentation, and that starts here. So we'll lift, and we're going to start at what we call right flat. So right flat is going to be right hand under at the neck, and you're actually going to take your thumb, instead of wrapping it, we're going to press it along the back of the rifle. So like giving a thumbs up, and put it right there. Then we're going to take our left hand, we're going to give another thumbs up, turn it sideways like you're kind of okay with something, but not quite, and you're going to put it right there. So now we have two thumbs up, and other sideways, and we're at our right flat. But when we do that, we have to take our left hand, keep it there, stack our elbow up, keep it nice and strong, so we have really nice presentation. If I wrote something on your bicep, I should be able to read it from up at the very top of the stance. Should be able to see what that is. Right? It's going to be nice and boxed. You're going to get that elbow almost behind your wrist. And the reason I say almost, I don't want you to do this and be like, it's behind my wrist, because now your palm is probably not pressed on the rifle all the way. So you're going to press. You're going to keep that elbow as far behind that wrist as you can. Keep that left arm nice and tall. Really strong posture. Give yourself good presentation, and keep it an apple's width away from your body. Strong presentation. From here, we're going to talk about spins. So sort of bread and butter of our training program, right? You have to have strong wrists, and we've got to have good posture. And this thing helps promote both of those things. So when we get here, we're going to count it down. We go 5 and 6 and 5, 6, squeeze on count 7. On flag, you squeeze on 8. On weapon, you're going to you're going to squeeze on 7. So we squeeze 7. Then from here, we're going to push straight down with that left. Straight down with that left. 5, 6, squeeze, push, count 8. 8, and it's going to rotate to here. So we get 5, 6, squeeze, push, and right, and we're up to that angle. Then from here, you're going to let it go. It's going to rotate. I'm going to turn my hand back over, and I'm going to grab it on count 1. So you get 5, 6, squeeze, push, angle, catch. 5, 6, squeeze, push, angle, catch. And notice that my left arm, 5, 6, squeeze, push, angle, catch. It's going straight down to the side. Right, that's important. You're pushing straight down to the side. Squeeze, push, and 1. And we can keep doing as many of these spins as we want to. Let's say we've done 704,000, right? So we get to 704,000 right here. Now from here, we have to flip this rifle over. We have to stop eventually. Anything that starts ultimately has to stop. So when we flip it, we're going to flip over to what we call left flat. So to do that, our left hand is going to reach in, and we're going to grab somewhere between our swivel and our bolt. Your rifle is probably going to kind of dictate this, but I want you to aim for the middle. I want you to aim for between your swivel and your bolt. So boom, boom, 704,000, catch. We get to here. Now, you're like, well, great. What does my right hand do? Your right hand just goes up, catch. So that free second, right? Up, catch. Now, it's not going to go this high, right? I don't want to see any of this. But boom, boom, up, catch. It's just like a little out of the way. And then we go and we head and we grab towards the end of the butt. Now, when we go to grab the end of the butt, you actually have to place it on a certain place. You can't just throw your hand on there and assume that it's right. When we go to catch, boom. I want you to think about a pinky's width away from the edge of the butt, right? I don't want you to think on the very, very edge. I want you to think just like a pinky's width away. Boom, boom, 704,000, catch. And we get to here, and it's gonna be nice and flat at the waist. And that's your right side. So we can do as many number of spins as we want into our close right at the end. Now we're on the left side. This is what we call left flat. This is also pretty familiar for some of us because this is where we do our tosses from, right? But we also do our spins from here. So we're still in that parallel first, still stacked up nice and tall. Right hand is on top. We got a little tiny air pocket right here. So if we wanted to toss, we could. And we have our left hand, thumb is pressed on the back. We get 5, 6, squeeze, 7, push. So the barrel is straight up and down on 8, right? We don't want this to be straight up and down. We don't want the butt to be straight up and down on 8. We want the barrel straight up and down on 8. So we get squeeze, push, up to the angle. So you should be looking at your strap on 8 and then from here, we're gonna let it go. And we're gonna catch here. Now, the left side's a little bit different because on the right side, we have this neat little place. Put our hand, it's the neck, it's the thinnest part of the rifle. Your hand kind of naturally just falls there. We don't have that on the left side. There's no neat little place to put it. So when we spin, typically you're gonna think anywhere between 1 to 3 fingers in the bolt. That's going to be your goal. Now some rifles are built a little bit differently and you may have to adapt your left hand position for different parts of the rifle. That's okay. But you're aiming for 1 to 3 fingers inside of the bolt every single time. Right? That's going to give you a reliable placement. Right? So we get that. We get squeeze, push to the angle, down 1. We can do as many spins as we want to. Boom, 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 boom. And then when we want to stop, we actually go back to our right flat. Bam. So just like how we would catch a toss, right? Right hand is in the neck. Left hand is this time at the very end of the nose. We're not going to catch inside the nose this time. We're actually aiming for the very, very edge of the nose. So we get right hand neck. Left hand just goes quick up and then clamps right back down onto the nose. So we have right side, close on the left side, close on the right. Now, one thing that is going to save you when you're doing those spins is your hand shape. The less room you give the rifle to move, the more likely it is to do what you want it to do. So if you think about keeping a very closed hand shape, a taco hand shape, when you're spinning this rifle, you are going to have a lot more success. So you need to make sure that you're keeping it nice and closed, especially on this left side, right? Because there's so much room for error here. If you keep it nice and closed, you're gonna have a lot of success. So remember, right side, close on the left side, close on the right, taco hand shape, you're good to go.